Hello students, good morning and welcome back. So in the previous class we solved illustration number 1, that is half completed. So we completed till trading account. I think we stopped till trading account. We calculated what is gross profit. Okay. So today's class will finish that illustration number 1 and we'll move on to the next illustration. So the question has been already dictated. I think you copied on the question as well as the entries and the basic of allocations. Correct? Okay. Till here we stopped in the previous class and we'll just continue with that. So before we move to the P&L account, we'll just brief it out what we studied in the previous class. So in the previous class, in the sense, we are solving the same problem. So you learned the basis of allocations, right? You learned the basis of allocations and you learned some transactions and how they should be and how they are treated in the trading and P&L account. So we started with the opening stock, and remember one thing, trading account always start with opening stock. Okay, I repeat, trading account always start with opening stock and always end with closing stock. In the debit side, you have to start with opening stock, and in the credit side, you have to end with closing stock. After closing stock, you are not supposed to enter anything on the credit side. You are not supposed to enter. This is the rule. Okay, this is the rule. After writing closing stock on the credit side of the trading account, you are not supposed to enter anything. So you start with opening stock, you end with closing stock. The difference can be entered, but not after closing stock. See, in this case we got gross profit, so we recorded on the debit side, so we didn't have any problem. If it is gross loss, then you have to record on the credit side. Okay, you have to record on the credit side. Except gross loss, you cannot record anything after closing stock, because that is the end of the trading account. So closing stock you get when you close the trading account. So that is the end thing. Okay, so then you recorded purchase and sales. Purchase and sales, you have to record the net value, means after deducting returns and after deducting or adding any transaction that affects your purchase and sales. Net in the sense, not that you always deduct something. Net means after adjusting everything, the final balance. So purchase, if you deduct return and if you deduct or add any other transaction that is relating to purchases, you will get the net figure. So you have to record net value of purchase and sales. Okay, so net does not mean that you deduct something. You if you add something also, that is also a net value, but it should be the net, means that is the final balance what you get. That is what net. That is why we call it as a net profit or net loss at the end of the P&L account. We call it as a net profit or net loss because that is the end. After that, you will not continue with that ledger. You will not continue with that statement. You will just go for the balance sheet or something in any other ledger accounts or any other accounts. Okay, that is why we call it as a net. Then we recorded wages. So we recorded wages, we recorded carriage inward. Carriage inward means that is a freight or insurance charges, expenses incurred for purchasing of the goods to bring that goods to the godown or the manufacturing unit. Okay, so that is what carriage inward. Okay, today we'll proceed with the profit and loss account. So which is the first P&L account? So we already classified the accounts, right? So you just see there which is the first P&L account in the trial balance. So opening stock is a trading account. We recorded purchase is done, sales return, purchase return, wages, carriage inward, everything is done. The next item, that is the discount received. Now discount received, you are receiving the benefit, means that is your income. So you write by discount received, and the 1800, that is a total figure. So you write 1800 in the amount column. Okay, before allocation you just write by discount received 1800 in the amount column. Okay, you don't write the apportionment. Okay, you don't write the apportion, the splitted figures. You just write by discount received 1800. Now, at what ratio? You just go back, you turn your page and you see the basis of allocation. Discount received, it is on the basis of net sales, correct? It is on the basis of net sale. Now, what is my net? Sorry. It is on the basis of net purchase, not net sale. Discount allowed is a net sale, okay? I'm sorry. So discount received, it is on the basis of net sale. net sale in the sense, net purchase in the sense the purchase value. So the ratio is 4 is to 5. Okay, the ratio is 4 is to 5. So the total that is 9. So 1800 into 4 divided by 9. Okay, now you do the calculation. How you got this figure? 1800. Okay, so write 1800 into 4 by 9. So 1800 into 4 by 9. Same way, 1800 into 5 by 9. Okay, 1800 into 4 by 9, 1800 into 5 by 9, you will get the discount received for department A as well as department B. Okay, finished. Shall we move on? Okay, next item. After discount received, next item. Carriage outward. So carriage outward is the freight or transportation expenses incurred for transferring or selling the goods. Okay, so that is my expenses. So write to carriage outward. And what is the base? You just write 1300 in the total column and you don't write anything else. Okay, just 1300 in the total column. Don't write anything else. Don't apportion that figure. Okay, 1300 in the amount column. That's all. Now on what basis? You just turn on the page. The carriage outward is on the basis of net sale. Sorry, yeah, it is on the basis of this figure, net sale, right? On the basis of net sale. Now, what is the ratio? See there, it is 78,000. So I take it as 78, okay? Because we'll just ignore the zeros, 3 zeros on the both the side, is to 91. If you find it difficult to take the ratio, you just take 78 is to 91. If you find it to simplify, okay? If you find it to simplify the ratio, you just take 78 as 91. Then you just sum it up. It comes to 169, correct? It comes to 169. So now you can find out you can calculate the figure. How? 1300 into 78 divided by 169. 1300 into 78 divided by 169, that is for department A. Next for department B. Okay, next for department B, that is 1300 into 91 divided by 169. Okay, 1300 into 91 divided by 169. So you will get 700. Okay, otherwise, how to simplify the figure? So you had ratios and proportions, right? How to simplify the figure? Now you just recall the tables you studied. In which table both 78 and 91 is divisible? Okay, which table you will get 78 and 91? Both the figures you have to get from the same table. So that is 78 as well as 91. So 78 and 91 both is divisible by 13. I'm taking the simplest number. Okay, after that you need just once you simplify, you have to take it to the end point. End in the sense, after that you won't get a chance to simplify that number. Okay, that is the last one. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನು. Otherwise, you can stop with 78:91 if you find it difficult, or you can continue with this. Now, so 13, how much is 78? 13, 6 the 78. And 13, how much the 91? 7. Okay. So your simplest form will be 6 is to 7 because both is divisible by 13. So it is 6 is to 7. So now you see that my simplest form is 6 is to 7. Further, I cannot simplify this figure. Correct? I cannot further simplify this figure because this is the simplest form. If you find it difficult to convert the number into simplest form, you just take the whole number as the base. That's all. Just we did in the first case this way. You can just keep this figure as your base. So if you are expert with this, if you know the simplification, then it's well and good. So you just simplify to the nearest, the simplest form. Now my ratio will be 6 is to 7. That is total 13. So for department A, it is 6 by 13 on the debit side, okay? And department B, it is 7 by 13. So 1300 into 6 by 13 into 7 by 13, you will get 600 and 700. That figure itself. The same figure you will get. If you do with the 78 is to 91 or 6 is to 7, you will get the same figure. So this is the apportionment of carriage outward, okay? Okay, next we will move to the next item. Salaries. The next item, that is salary. So here the ready figure is given for both departments. So write 2 salary because salary is my expenses. So write 2 salaries, 10,000, 13,000, total 23,000. 10, 13, total 23,000. 2 salaries, 10,000, 13,000, it comes to 23,000. That is the total figure. Okay, next item, that is 2 general salaries. So again, it is my expenses. So write 2 general salaries. Okay, now we have to do the apportionment because the base will be the net sale. Just we calculated what is the carriage outward apportionment figure. You just got the ratios right, 78 is to 91 or 6 is to 7. Now you do the apportionment first. Then I will display the other figure. Okay, now first you do the apportionment. I will display the figure later. 2 general salary. 2 general salary, that is 13,000. You apportion on the basis of 6 is to 7 or 78 is to 91. 78 is to 91 or 6 is to 7. Do it fast. Okay, same way you do it for rent and rent rate tax, discount allowed, sundry expenses. Okay, all these are expenses. You just listen first. Salary, it is done. General salary, again expenses, rent rate and tax expenses, discount allowed expenses, sundry expenses. Right? All the four are the expenses. So you record on the debit side. General salary on the base of sale. So you know the ratio. Rent rate and tax, it is equally. See the additional information number 1, equally. So you split it equally. Then discount allowed on the basis of sale, you know the ratio. Sundry expenses, again it is on the basis of sale, you know the ratio. So you just apportion this figure. I will give 5 minutes to you. You just write on the figure expenses, you apportion the figure, then you can check the numbers. Okay, do it fast. Do it fast. So general salary on the basis of sales, rent rate and tax equally, discount allowed on the basis of sales, sundry expenses on the basis of sales. You just check your answer, okay? So first one, two general salary, so 6,000 and 7,000. Rent rate and tax equally, so 2,500 each. Discount allowed, so it's on the basis of sales again, so 6 is to 7 or 78 is to 91. Sundry expense 1,200 and 1,400, 2,600 again on the basis of sales, 6 is to 7 or 78 is to 91. Okay, so we are done. And the last one, closing stock, it is already recorded. You see the additional information, number 1, that is just the apportionment ratio. Number 2, depreciation at 10% is to be charged on machinery. So depreciation is my expenses, so write 2 depreciation, and within the bracket you calculate the figure 60,000 into 10%. 60,000 into 10%. So 2 depreciation 60,000 into 10%. It comes to 6,000. So write that 6,000 in the amount column. 6,000 in the amount column. So what is the ratio? See adjustment number 2. It should be apportioned on the basis of 2 is to 1. So they have given the ratio. So you just apportion 6,000 in 2 is to 1 ratio. So 6,000 into 2 by 3, that is for department A. Next 6,000 into 1 by 3, that is for department B. It comes to 4,000, 2,000, total 6,000. Okay, so we are done with the transactions. Next you have to find whether there is net profit or net loss. So debit is, when we compare, the credit is more. So first you calculate the total. Okay, do it fast. First you find out the total of department A, department B, and the total column of the credit side. Same thing you write on the debit side. You know this, right? Do it fast. So total 32,800, that is department A, 34,500 department B, 67,300 department C. Sorry, total, that is the total column. Same thing you write on the debit side, 32,800, 34,500, 67,300. So when my income, that is credit side, is more than my expenses, that is debit side, that is my net profit. So write 2 net profit brought down. Sorry, brought balancing figure, that is balancing figure. 2 net profit that is balancing figure. Now you find out, ascertain, just calculate what is my net profit. Calculate net profit. So 32,800 department A minus 600 minus 10,000 minus 6,000 minus 2,500 minus 600 minus 1,200 minus 4,000. So department B 34,500. From that deduct the debit side, that is 700. So after total, okay, you don't consider the opening stock, purchase, wages, carriage inward and gross profit. So after the total figure, so from here you have to consider from here. So again, total column 67,300 minus 1,300 minus 23,000 minus 13,000 5,000 1,300 2,600 6,000. So your net profit will be 7,900 plus 7,900 7,200 1,500. That is your net profit. Okay, see here. So total, this total means it is the sum of department A plus department B. It is the sum of department A plus department B. So net profit what you get from department A as well as department B, that should be equal to total. Okay, that should be equal to total. 7,900 plus 7,200, that should be equal to your total net profit 15,100. Okay, so this is problem number 1, illustration number 1 with a simple problem. We started with simple problem where we have just ascertained the net profit figure, means we just prepared trading and profit and loss account only. Okay, so the remaining problem and the remaining type of problem we'll see in the next class. Okay, till then, so have a good day, keep solving the problem. Thank you.